On this episode of Since 1906, we sat down with the president and CEO of the Ibero American Action League, Angie Perez-Delgado. We discussed leadership, the importance of belief in your community, and how to properly address diversity, equity, and inclusion in your business.
Not every organization that we've worked with have gone from beginning to end. Some of them get a great assessment, they get a great plan. We go, they move on, we check in, the things have not occurred. And then there's other organizations like you guys who are really invested and take it serious, do the work, and begin to take those steps. Sometimes you have to stop and say, how am I contributing to this culture? What kind of policies am I creating that create barriers for access or create barriers for equity? Sometimes it's not the intentional, it's the stuff that we've been doing for a long time. Having a leader that's committed from the top, driving that down in their organization and allowing that process to happen and putting those resources in place is really the only way that you can do that work in DEI effectively. I'm a strong believer that no matter how challenged a community is, every community has assets, right? So I always go into my community organizing looking at all the strengths. I think that's one of the most important components of running a not-for-profit. The minute that a not-for-profit, you can provide services and you can have thousands of people walk through your doors, but if those people don't think that you're bringing value or you're actually impacting their lives, their families, and their communities, you're really not fulfilling that mission. I think if you want to be a good leader, be open, be willing to accept feedback, be willing to look for that feedback, be able to say, I don't know. I've been blessed with a ton of mentors. And to this day, even in my role, there's not a challenge that I don't face, that I don't pick up the phone and say, can I run this idea by you? What do you think? And being willing to hear the truth and take it in and do something about it.
All this and more on Since 1906.